I'm the one late. Oh, CJ, let me give you your phone. Oh. Well, gosh, there's a whole bunch of you here. It's really good. Really, really good. Well, I really don't need this, but we'll put it out here just in case we need something here. Let me get all hooked up, okay? Well, good stuff going on at Fairmont State. You guys have been fantastic for a long, long time in my book. But with all that being said, I've had the opportunity to speak to kids at your incredible school and all the stuff that's going on over and over. But this, to me, could be your shining moment. That's all there is to it. When it really boils right down to it, doing something for our foster children in this state, now you're doing God's work, in my opinion, okay? There's no question whatsoever that you do great work all the time. And there's moments when you do work that really not only changes a child or a kid's life and everything, but there's moments when you're doing work that goes beyond the call. And then there's this, and this is a continual moment beyond the call. And this not only, touches your soul, it absolutely changes your heart. And so with this, I don't know how it gets any better. Our foster children have been dealt enough bad hands, enough tough stuff. That's all there is to it. They have. And, at the end of the day, now, if we can say to them, you come one and all. Not only do you come, but we're going to begin educating you even before you're maybe old enough or great enough or whatever it may be. And I don't mean great, I mean grade enough. And so not only that, we're going to do this and we're going to do it for free. How's it getting better? I just saw a picture of baby dog there. And I've got her with me, but unfortunately she's outside. She's had an ACL surgery, and she has to have another one. And my wife Kathy has got some tough stuff going on. She's got to have a hip replacement and all this kind of stuff. She's hobbling around an awful lot, and she was at WVU yesterday, and with our daughter Jill, and Jill called me and she said, "Dad, you wouldn't believe it. Everywhere we go in the hospital, they say, 'How's baby dog doing?'" I said, "Jill, I know it ever so much, because everywhere I go, everybody says, 'Yeah, Governor, we're glad you're here, but where's baby dog?'" So let me tell you, I just couldn't be more prouder of you. Real and true. At the end of the day, it's great stuff. So I'm going to turn it over to y'all and go from there. And we've got our president, Dr. Mike Davis, and we've got our provost, Diana Phillips, and Brent. I don't know what in the world this is, but it's KVCWV. Okay, so you can talk to us about that, please, Mr. President.
It's a great day. It's been a long time coming, too. I think that, we've been working really hard at Fairmont State and with our partners, and I'll let Dr. Phillips talk a lot more about these partnerships that are developing. But for 150 years, over 150 years, Fairmont State has served the state of West Virginia. And I've been president for about 8 months now, and people hear me say all the time, if we're a public university, we've got to serve the public. And I think this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for us to serve the public. And thanks to partnerships with Governor Justice and President Blair and Speaker Hanshaw, we're at a momentous time right now. And when I think about this program, I think that, when you ask, how's it get any better than this? I think when these students arrive on our campus and we look at them and say, we've got your back. I think that's the important part. You see, these are students who haven't always had somebody there to say, we've got your back. So we've got an entire campus of people who are ready to welcome them. And I was talking to Dr. Phillips before this started. If we do this right, we're just the first people to do it. We set the stage, we create a model, and my goal is we do this so well and with so much support that there are people from all over the country who say, how do we do a program like this? How do we support foster children all around the country? Because there's such a need there, and we're going to do it right so that other people can use us as a model and make sure these students make it through. And I think the other thing that makes it really great is when those students graduate and become Fairmont State students and graduate from college. And these are generational changes we're talking about. So we are really proud to be just a small part of these students' journeys, and we know that's going to take lots of partners to help us get there. And I'd like to introduce our provost, Dr. Diana Phillips. She's been spearheading this effort, and I know losing lots of sleep to make sure it got across the finish line. So this is a great day. Dr. Phillips.
Let's clap. Oh, bless you.
Dr. Davis, I appreciate that heartfelt support. And recently, someone said to me, the middle college at Fairmont State is a real opportunity to make profound changes in the lives of our most deserving children in this state. And I am proud that I've had the opportunity to work with so many people to make this a reality. But let me say, this gentleman here, Governor Justice, he has shown vision and leadership for this program from the very first time we met right here in this building about this time last year, Governor Justice, and he's been a staunch supporter. President Blair from the Senate has been a champion and a true believer in the middle college at Fairmont State University. Speaker Hanshaw has been a staunch advocate of the program. And these three men, our legislators, have come together to support this initiative for the citizens and the students and the children in foster care in the state of West Virginia. And it has been my privilege, Governor, to work with you on this project. Absolutely. Can we give him a round of applause? They bought into the vision, and they are providing, the resources for us to get it off the ground. An initiative like this, the middle college, the concept has existed for a number of years. High school kids being enrolled in college classes and graduating with a degree. What is unique about the middle college at Fairmont State University is that it is dedicated to children in the foster care system. We will enroll 11th and 12th graders. They will graduate in 2 years with a high school diploma and an associate's degree, and already be admitted into bachelor's degree programs should that choose to be their path, should they choose that path forward. The way that we're able to do that is because we have been working since Brent Lemon and I first met June of 22 on this initiative. Then in January of 23, Mr. Larry Puccio heard of the idea and just lit up like a Christmas tree and has also been a staunch supporter of the initiative. But it takes a lot of partnerships. Dr. Davis mentioned that we're over 150 years old as an educational institution. We know how to educate, but we now have partners from KVC. They know how to help provide services to youth in the foster care system. We have a partnership with the West Virginia Department of Education. We have a partnership with the Department of Human Services. It takes all of us coming together to support these students and to create an initiative like this in the state of West Virginia, the first of its kind in the United States. And that deserves all of the support and all of the initiative, all of the hard work that people are bringing to bear for this. So I am grateful to be able to be part of this, and I'd like to introduce you to my partner in this initiative, Mr. Brent Lemon, who is the president of KVC. Absolutely. Couldn't do it without
Thank you, Dr. Phillips. I could not have said it better, and I won't try. That's great. Thank you, Governor Justice. We appreciate your support. We definitely had the support of the legislature. This is a topic, youth in care, especially the older youth in care, is close to my heart. We have been working on this together with Fairmont State for 2 years, but it's been right up here for about 8 years now. And so it feels good to move into the next phase of this. And I just want to thank everybody that's been a part of this so far and everybody that will be a part of this. I also need to thank one of our best partners, Aetna Better Health West Virginia, for supporting us through this initiative as well. And I'm just so happy. I can't even verbalize how happy I am to see this day come. So thanks again, Governor.
Thank you.
And I don't have anybody else to introduce after this. So.
Well, very thankful. Let me just say this to all the folks in the back, all the great work that you did, and absolutely all the great work that these folks are doing. Remember just this, we've only gotten there by pulling the rope together. That's all there is to it. We pull the rope together, all of us. You know, whether it be the House, the Senate, me, whatever it may be, we do everything we possibly can to pull the rope together. And when we do, and absolutely we have the opportunity to sit here today, we think we change lives, and we do. Absolutely. I'm not going to be here very much longer. And for those of you that said, oh, you know, Justice, we can't do this, we can't do that, and everything, and we'll never get this done, we'll never get that done. When we leave, we've absolutely laid the groundwork for lots and lots and lots of goodness. And I thank you. I thank all of you for the great work that you've done in pulling the rope together and making that happen. And all I would say to you is, for God's sakes of living, you've got all the Toby and Ediths in the world that are out there depending on us. That's what they do. They depend on us to really, really get it done and get it right. And there's so much more that we can do. So just keep doing it. Keep doing this good stuff. Today is such a special day to my heart, I'll promise you that, because you're really, really stepping up with a program, and I love it. It just rings so good. Doesn't it ring good? How many times have we had the bells go off to where West Virginia of all places is leading the way? You know, yesterday, I was in D.C. all day, day before yesterday. And it was, in lots of ways, terrible. But with all of that, we met with group after group after group after group, just like an assembly line, just coming through, every 15 minutes. Literally, this may be hard to imagine, but for all practical purposes, I either sat on a stool or sat in a chair, other than breaking for about 10 minutes to eat a chicken sandwich. But I sat there on that for right at 8 hours, group after group after group after group. Boom, 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 boom. Now with all of that, here's basically the thing that kept ringing over and over and over. West Virginia, of all things. And if you want to use the slang with it, who could have ever thunk it? West Virginia, of all things, was the leader in doing this and this and this and this and this. Again, you're doing the same thing today. You're doing the exact same thing. I mean, who could have ever thunk it that little old West Virginia would be absolutely breaking ground on something that can absolutely, as our great doctor just said just a second ago, could very well be the very catalyst to make it happen over and over and over. God's work. God's work for our kids that, in all honesty, in many ways have been dealt a tough card or two in their life. It's good stuff. It's really good stuff. I thank all of you. God bless each and every one of you. Now, I got to go do a briefing, so y'all be good.